Battlefield 6 multiplayer reveal event is happening tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. PT and 8:30 p.m. CST. We do know they invited many creators to co-stream the game with many of the developers, and you want to be there for those streams. Why? Because if you will be watching any of the creators who will be live during this multiplayer reveal event, you will be getting a Twitch drop in a form of a key for the early access open beta. If you guys are planning to play Battlefield 6, then make sure you're subscribed. I will do daily videos on that game. Thank you so much. There will be 2 Battlefield 6 betas during the early August period. According to sources who wish to remain anonymous as they were not authorized to discuss Battlefield 6 beta plans, there will be 2 betas during August, starting with the closed beta on August the 7th. This will be the beta which you will need a Twitch drop to access. So August 7th to 8th will be a closed beta where codes can be obtained through Twitch drops from one of the hundreds of content creators streaming the event during the multiplayer reveal, or codes can be obtained by pre-ordering the game. It's believed among some sources that the beta will then open up on August 9th to 10th as an open beta phase. So the beta is only going to last a few days. This is nothing new. Every Battlefield open beta has lasted only a few days, and this one will be no exception. How you will plan to play on August 7th is up to you. You can also pre-order the game, and the pre-orders for the game are rumored to go live as soon as the multiplayer reveal trailer and type of introduction thing will end. So if you don't want to deal with watching streamers and waiting for a Twitch drop, I'm not sure if the Twitch drop is guaranteed or do you have to wait a certain period. This is unclear as of now. There could be a way that you get a key just by watching the streamer for maybe 1 or 2 hours. This is how you get Twitch drops on some other streams for some other games. I'm not sure how this works yet. But if you want to be safe, then you can just pre-order the game. I would advise you just go and watch some streams and just go AFK, put the streamer on mute if you don't want to watch the streamer, and then just wait for your drop. And then when you obtain the drop, I think you have to redeem it then in the EA app, Steam, or wherever you are planning to play the Battlefield 6 open beta. If you are planning to play the Battlefield 6 open beta on the PC, here are the system requirements. You needed to run the latest Battlefield Labs build. We don't have the open beta system requirements yet. I just want to give you a heads up to know in what ballpark you have to be. So here there are PC minimum specs and recommended specs. You have some time then to go steal a card from your friend or your father, kick his ass and take his 5090 and go play the Battlefield 6 open beta. I'm just kidding, but for launch, if you do have an outdated system which doesn't meet these requirements here and you want to play on high refresh rate and have no input lag and yada, then you do have some time to upgrade. I wish you luck. Throughout the life cycle of Battlefield Labs, every time we got a playtest, there was also a bunch of leaks, and now with the multiplayer trailer coming in tomorrow, this is no different as the whole trailer already leaked a day earlier, so they say ahead of the official multiplayer reveal for Battlefield 6. The popularity of the game has been off the charts, with new leaks surfacing every day and keeping the hype going. Now players have an idea what to expect from Battlefield 6 multiplayer mode. Posted by Mr. Jesus on X, a part of the Battlefield 6 multiplayer trailer has surfaced online. It showcases players battling each other across multiple terrains, flying in jets, shooting down helicopters from tanks, and much more. I've seen the trailer already. If you haven't seen it, I will leave a link to the article of Insider in this pinned video's comment section, so you can go check it out. I cannot show you because EA is gonna erase me from this planet, so you go check it out after you finished watching the video and after you left a like and a subscription for your boy. Thank you so much. But I have seen this portion, and yeah, it looks very Battlefield. I mean, it's Battlefield moments. They're shooting down helicopters from tanks, the jets, everything looks pretty solid. I have said multiple times that Battlefield 6 aesthetics are very nicely made, and in this trailer they're no exception. They look excellent. They said none of it is actual gameplay, but a cinematic representation of what to expect from Battlefield 6 multiplayer mode, so do keep that in mind. It will be kind of like this in-engine footage, whatever the hell they're calling it these days. It's not going to be an actual match of Battlefield 6 open beta. What I do have for you, however, is an updated screenshot of Battlefield 6. This apparently comes from some Japanese account related to Battlefield. It could be Battlefield Japan. I'm not sure where it comes from. I just saw it on Twitter and everybody's saying it's real. So here it is. We can see we are on Capstone, I believe. And I think the game looks excellent, especially if this is an in-game screenshot. We can see the M1 Abrams and the Bradley, the vehicles in focus here. And I think they look great. You know, the textures of the vehicles and their models have looked excellent in Battlefield Labs, in my opinion. The destruction also looks excellent. This Bradley just rammed through the building. This whole map, Capstone, reminds me very much of like an Altai Range Go mode type of map from Battlefield 4. The house design, the overall color palette here, it all looks kind of similar to me to Battlefield 4, minus the brown/yellow piss filter that Battlefield 4 was running back in the day. Overall, looks great if this is really an in-game screenshot and not just concept art. But honestly, this doesn't look like concept art to me. It looks like an actual in-game screenshot, which is excellent. And finally, let's talk Battlefield Labs. Registration signups for Battlefield Labs are now temporarily closed. They will reopen once again for further PlayStation signups at a later date. Stay tuned for more updates when they resume, and thank you so much for your ongoing participation in Battlefield Labs. So at least now we got the confirmation that Battlefield Labs will in fact continue after the open beta. And if I had to guess here, it's gonna assume the role of Battlefield 4 community test environment, testing bugs, maybe flashing some issues that Battlefield 6 is of course gonna have at launch. Hopefully not huge, deep issues that are game breaking, but something small, maybe testing different crosshairs or, something redundant. I hope, I really truly hope. But Battlefield Labs will continue. So, those people who have been playing Battlefield Labs since it came out all that way in, when was this, in end of March, are going to be able to continue playing Battlefield Labs after the open beta. I'm thinking they're probably going to have maybe 1 or 2 more tests after the open beta, just to maybe flash something for launch if open beta is going to have some critical problems. Overall, I think it's a good idea to keep Battlefield Labs running. I think Battlefield 6 owes a lot of the hype that Battlefield 6 is getting because of the Battlefield Labs leak. Now, of course, there are conspiracy theories, people saying that Battlefield Labs developers themselves were leaking that footage and EA told them to leak it, so game will get hyped up. I don't know what that is, guys. I cannot prove this. What I do know is that without any shadow of a doubt, Battlefield Labs leak did help Battlefield 6 immensely. And I think EA was at least aware of that part because the game is extremely popular. So Battlefield Labs continuing, I think, is pretty solid. I do hope at some point maybe I get into Battlefield Labs. Kind of funny, I've been covering Battlefield Labs leaks since it came out, basically 6-7 months now. And I haven't played 1 second of Battlefield Labs. I think the first time I'm going to be able to play Battlefield 6 is if I'm going to get this Twitch drop. And if not, then I'm just going to have to wait for the 8th to 9th beta. I'm planning to gather a bunch of footage throughout the beta. If I do get to play early, I will play literally 27 hours a day. Okay, I don't plan to sleep. I will add 3 extra days to the 24 hours so I can record so much footage because I would really like to deep dive into the game from the get-go. I know it's going to be a beta build and maybe not everything is finished, but let's not fool ourselves. The beta build is going to be the launch version, at least like 80%, minus some bugs here and there and maybe some extra features as well. So I want to kind of deep dive and dissect, for example, what was the best weapons in the game during the beta, the best vehicles, the best loadouts for tanks, the LAV, maybe some of the vehicles in the air, what loadouts they can run there, and these types of things. So if you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I'm sorry it's kind of a rushed video, I just want to let you know now that you can get the access to the open beta tomorrow. So this is kind of, as a whole, a one-take video. So I apologize for all the stuttering and that you can hear me breathing and all these other things that I usually fix in my videos in post-production. Just didn't have time. Because if I release tomorrow, then the beta would have already been out and you might have missed out if you're my subscriber. So once again, thank you so much. If you enjoyed the video, then leave me a like and a comment for the algo. If you were new here and like I said, you want to enjoy daily Battlefield 6 videos, then consider subscribing as well. Thank you so much and good night.